What if the mysterious object racing through our solar system isn't what it appears to be? Fresh observations of 3I/Atlas are revealing characteristics so unusual that some scientists are questioning whether we're dealing with a natural comet at all. This interstellar visitor's trajectory, timing, and behavior patterns are defying conventional explanations, leading to heated debates in the scientific community. Today, we'll examine the mounting evidence that suggests this cosmic wanderer might be far more extraordinary than anyone initially imagined, and explore the controversial possibility that we could be witnessing something truly unprecedented. Discovery and initial detection. The story of 3I/Atlas begins with a routine sky survey that would soon turn extraordinary. On July 1, 2025, the Atlas telescope system at Rio Hurtado Observatory in Chile captured images of an unusual fast-moving object designated A11PL3Z. Larry Deneau from the University of Hawaii's Institute for Astronomy immediately recognized that this wasn't an ordinary solar system object. Within days, follow-up observations confirmed what astronomers had suspected. This was the third confirmed interstellar visitor in human history, joining the ranks of 1I Oumuamua discovered in 2017 and 2I Borisov found in 2019. The object received multiple designations, 3I Atlas for its interstellar status, and C2025N1 for its cometary characteristics. What made this discovery particularly intriguing was that despite entering our solar system weeks earlier, 3I Atlas had remained undetected due to its challenging viewing angle against the dense star fields near Sagittarius. John Tonry, principal investigator of the Atlas project, noted that pre-discovery images dating back to June 14, 2025 revealed the object had been silently approaching our solar system for an extended period. This late detection would prove to be just the first of many unusual characteristics that would set 3I Atlas apart from any cosmic visitor we'd ever encountered. Extraordinary orbital characteristics. Prepare to have your mind blown by the absolutely extraordinary orbital mechanics of this interstellar wanderer. Davide Farnocchia from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory has calculated that 3I Atlas follows a hyperbolic orbit with an extreme eccentricity of 6.14, the highest value ever recorded for any known interstellar object. This mathematical measurement indicates just how dramatically different this visitor's path is from anything bound to our solar system. Even more remarkable is its incoming velocity of 58 kilometers per second, making it the fastest interstellar visitor ever recorded approaching our cosmic neighborhood. But here's where things get truly suspicious. The trajectory lies almost perfectly within the ecliptic plane, the flat disk where most planets orbit the Sun. Marco Micheli from the European Space Agency has calculated that the probability of this alignment occurring by random chance is merely 0.2%. This isn't just unusual, it's astronomically improbable. Most objects from interstellar space would approach from random angles, yet 3I Atlas chose a path that seems almost deliberately designed for optimal planetary encounters. The precision of this trajectory has prompted some researchers to question whether we're witnessing natural celestial mechanics or something far more intentional. Such mathematical precision in cosmic trajectories typically requires either extraordinary coincidence or deliberate planning. Suspicious planetary encounters. The planetary encounter sequence of 3I Atlas reads like a carefully choreographed cosmic ballet that defies statistical probability. Robert Warwick from the University of Western Ontario, who previously discovered Oumuamua, has analyzed the object's path and found it passes unusually close to Venus, Mars, and Jupiter during its solar system transit. The probability of such close encounters occurring randomly has been calculated at an astounding 0.005%. Essentially impossible by chance alone. But the timing gets even more suspicious. Paul Chodas from NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies has determined that 3I Atlas reaches its closest approach to the Sun precisely when Earth would be positioned on the opposite side, blocking direct observation during the most critical phase of its visit. The statistical probability of this alignment? A mere 7% chance. Karen Meach from the University of Hawaii has noted that rather than resembling the chaotic path of a randomly ejected comet, the trajectory appears optimized for studying the inner solar system planets while minimizing detection risks. This orbital choreography provides optimal vantage points for comprehensive planetary observations, exactly what you'd expect from a reconnaissance mission rather than a chance cosmic encounter. The mathematical precision required for such a trajectory suggests either unprecedented natural coincidence or deliberate design by an intelligence capable of interplanetary navigation. Physical properties and anomalies. The physical characteristics of 3I/Atlas are equally perplexing and honestly challenge our understanding of typical interstellar objects. Daryl Seligman from Michigan State University has determined that the object measures somewhere between 1 to 12 kilometers in diameter, making it significantly larger than both previous interstellar visitors and providing an unprecedented opportunity for detailed study. Spectroscopic analysis suggests this cosmic wanderer is extraordinarily ancient, potentially 7 billion years old, predating our entire solar system by billions of years. This makes it a genuine cosmic fossil, carrying secrets from the early epochs of our galaxy. Quanzi Ye from the University of Maryland has confirmed that 3I/Atlas is the brightest interstellar object ever observed, allowing for detailed spectroscopic analysis that just wasn't possible with previous visitors. Perhaps most intriguingly, the object exhibits a 29-hour rotation period with minimal brightness variation, suggesting either a spherical shape or a uniform surface composition, characteristics that are pretty unusual for natural comets. Matthew Knight from the Naval Research Laboratory has noted that high-resolution observations reveal a remarkably compact and dense appearance, lacking the typical fuzzy, diffuse structure expected from ancient comets. These physical properties suggest either an unusually well-preserved natural object or something with a fundamentally different composition and structure than anything we've previously encountered in our solar system. Comet-like features versus anomalous behavior. Here's where 3I/Atlas becomes truly enigmatic. It displays some comet-like characteristics while simultaneously exhibiting behavior that frankly just defies cometary physics. Alan Fitzsimmons from Queen's University Belfast has confirmed that the object shows a faint coma and a short tail measuring approximately 3 arc-seconds, indicating active outgassing as solar radiation heats its surface. Spectroscopic observations have detected the characteristic signature of sublimating water ice, producing the dust and gas envelope typical of approaching comets. However, Tony Farnham from the University of Maryland has noted several anomalies that challenge this interpretation. Despite its proximity to the Sun and evidence of outgassing, 3I/Atlas maintains a remarkably compact, dense appearance that differs dramatically from the fuzzy, diffuse structure of typical comets. Most puzzling is the absence of an expected extended tail, which really should be prominent given the object's size and solar distance. Bin Yang from the European Southern Observatory has observed that the outgassing patterns don't follow standard cometary models, with irregular brightness variations that suggest complex subsurface processes. The combination of active sublimation with maintained structural integrity presents a paradox. How can an object simultaneously behave like a comet while retaining characteristics more consistent with a solid engineered structure? This contradiction has sparked intense debate about whether we're observing natural cometary processes or something fundamentally different masquerading as a comet. Scientific debate: natural versus artificial. The scientific community has erupted into heated debate over the true nature of 3I/Atlas, with interpretations ranging from exotic natural phenomena to, well, potentially artificial origins. Avi Loeb, the Frank B. Baird Jr., professor of science at Harvard University, has emerged as the most vocal proponent of considering artificial origins, pointing to the statistically improbable trajectory and suspicious timing as evidence that, in his view, warrants serious investigation. Loeb argues that the mathematical precision of the object's path, combined with its optimal positioning for planetary reconnaissance, exceeds reasonable expectations for random cosmic events. His Galileo project at Harvard has been mobilized to conduct systematic observations using multiple telescopes worldwide. However, mainstream astronomers have pushed back strongly against these suggestions. Sarah Seeger from MIT acknowledges the unusual characteristics while emphasizing the importance of exhausting natural explanations before considering extraordinary possibilities. Robert Yedecke from the University of Hawaii has criticized speculation about artificial origins as premature and potentially damaging to scientific credibility. The debate highlights fundamental questions about how we interpret anomalous data and the threshold of evidence required for paradigm-shifting discoveries. Alan Stern, principal investigator of the New Horizons mission, has noted that while the characteristics are unusual, the universe is full of phenomena that initially appear impossible until we develop a better understanding of the underlying physics. Spectral analysis mysteries. The spectroscopic data from 3Y Atlas is revealing some puzzling inconsistencies that are, honestly, challenging our understanding of interstellar object composition. Stephanie Malam from NASA Goddard Space Flight Center has been coordinating observations using the James Webb Space Telescope to conduct detailed infrared spectroscopy of the object's composition. Initial results confirm the presence of water-ice spectrum, but the patterns just don't match our expected models. Jacqueline Keene from Boston University has identified these anomalous spectral signatures, where the observed signals actually increase in regions where water-ice models predict they should decrease. This contradiction suggests either unknown compositional elements or maybe structural properties that don't conform to standard cometary models. Now the object exhibits a distinctly reddish coloration, similar to objects in our outer asteroid belt, yet its interstellar origin kind of rules out formation in our solar system. Michelle Bannister from the University of Canterbury has noted that attempts to determine precise composition are complicated by the active coma surrounding the nucleus, which creates interference in spectral measurements. Julie Castillo-Roges from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory has suggested that these unusual spectral characteristics might indicate exotic ice compositions or internal structures not found in solar system objects. So, these spectroscopic mysteries really add another layer of intrigue to an already enigmatic visitor, suggesting that 3I Atlas may be composed of materials or structured in ways we just don't yet understand. Dark forest hypothesis implications. The behavior patterns of 3I Atlas align remarkably well with theoretical models of how an advanced civilization might conduct reconnaissance while avoiding detection. The dark forest hypothesis, popularized by Chinese science fiction author Liu Cixin, suggests that intelligent civilizations remain hidden to avoid potential threats from other species. Seth Shostak from the SETI Institute has noted that 3Y Atlas exhibits what could be interpreted as stealth-like behavior, deliberately timing its closest solar approach when Earth would be positioned to block optimal observation. This timing ensures that the most detailed study phase occurs when our planet's scientific instruments have limited access to the visitor. Jill Tarter, former director of SETI research, has observed that the trajectory allows for comprehensive surveying of inner solar system planets, while minimizing exposure to potential detection by any resident intelligence. The orbital path provides optimal vantage points for studying Earth's atmosphere, Mars's surface conditions, and Venus's cloud dynamics, exactly the type of data an exploring civilization would prioritize. Frank Drake, creator of the famous Drake equation, noted before his passing that such reconnaissance patterns would represent logical exploration strategies for risk-averse civilizations. While most scientists remain skeptical of artificial explanations, the behavioral patterns of 3I Atlas do match theoretical models of how cautious interstellar explorers might operate when encountering potentially inhabited star systems. Historical context and lessons. The discovery of 3I Atlas comes with profound lessons learned from our missed opportunities with previous interstellar visitors. When 1I Oumuamua was discovered in 2017, the scientific community was caught completely unprepared for studying such a rare phenomenon. Robert Warwick, who discovered Oumuamua using the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope, has reflected on how the object's rapid departure left many critical questions unanswered. The mysterious acceleration exhibited by Oumuamua without visible outgassing remains unexplained to this day, highlighting the importance of comprehensive observation campaigns. Gennady Borisov, the amateur astronomer who discovered 2I Borisov in 2019 from his observatory in Crimea, provided the astronomical community with a second chance that was better utilized. However, even Borisov's study was limited by available technology and coordination protocols. Mark Norris, from the University of Central Lancashire, has emphasized that 3I Atlas represents our most comprehensive opportunity yet to properly study an interstellar visitor with advanced instruments and coordinated global observation campaigns. The improved detection capabilities of modern sky surveys, combined with rapid communication networks, have enabled real-time coordination among observatories worldwide. Michelle Bannister has noted that the lessons learned from previous interstellar encounters have fundamentally changed how the astronomical community approaches these rare events, ensuring that we're better prepared to unlock the secrets these cosmic messengers carry from distant star systems. Future observations and implications. The coming months represent a critical window for determining the true nature of 3I Atlas before it departs our solar system forever. Perihelion is scheduled for October 30, 2025, after which the object will begin its journey back toward interstellar space. Paul Chodas has calculated that 3Y Atlas will re-emerge from behind the Sun in December 2025, providing a final opportunity for detailed observations before it becomes too distant for meaningful study. Karen Meach is coordinating an unprecedented international observation campaign involving over 50 professional observatories and numerous space-based instruments. The Hubble Space Telescope, James Webb Space Telescope, and ground-based facilities including the Very Large Telescope in Chile are all dedicating precious observation time to this cosmic visitor. Daryl Seligman has noted that the data collected during this campaign will either confirm 3I Atlas as an exotic but natural interstellar comet, or potentially revolutionize our understanding of what's possible in our cosmic neighborhood. The implications extend far beyond pure astronomy. If 3I Atlas proves to be artificial, it would fundamentally alter humanity's perspective on our place in the universe and our approaches to planetary defense and interstellar communication. Alan Fitzsimmons emphasizes that regardless of the final interpretation, 3I Atlas represents a pivotal moment in astronomy where advanced technology meets unprecedented opportunity to study materials and possibly intelligence from beyond our solar system. As 3I Atlas continues its mysterious journey through our solar system, it challenges everything we thought we knew about interstellar visitors. Whether this ancient wanderer is an exotic natural phenomenon or something far more extraordinary, it's forcing us to expand our understanding of what's possible in the cosmos. The next few months will be crucial in determining the truth about this enigmatic visitor before it disappears back into the depths of space. Stay tuned to InnoVision Tech for the latest updates on this cosmic mystery. Like, share, and subscribe. A mysterious object is racing toward our solar system at incredible speed, and scientists are scrambling to understand what it really is. In the summer of 2025, astronomers made a discovery that has sent shockwaves through the scientific community. A massive visitor from interstellar space that's unlike anything we've ever encountered. Some researchers are asking the unthinkable question: could this be something artificial? Today we'll explore the mind-bending discovery of 3I Atlas and investigate whether we might be witnessing our first contact with alien technology. A rare visitor from deep space. Picture this. You're looking up at the night sky, completely unaware that something extraordinary is racing toward us from the depths of interstellar space at unimaginable speed. In the summer of 2025, astronomers detected exactly that, a massive cosmic wanderer that has been traveling through the galaxy for potentially billions of years before finally entering our solar system. This isn't just any ordinary asteroid or comet from our familiar cosmic neighborhood. This is 3I Atlas, a visitor from another star system entirely, carrying with it secrets from the far reaches of our galaxy that could revolutionize our understanding of how planetary systems form and evolve. What makes this discovery absolutely mind-blowing is that we're witnessing only the third confirmed interstellar object ever detected in human history. The rarity of such encounters means that most of us will never see another visitor like this in our lifetimes. As 3I Atlas races through our solar system at 61 kilometers per second, it's providing scientists with an unprecedented opportunity to study materials that originated around a completely different star, potentially offering our first glimpse into the composition and characteristics of distant worlds we may never be able to visit directly. The breaking discovery. Here's the moment that changed everything we thought we knew about our cosmic neighborhood. The discovery of 3I Atlas represents only the third confirmed interstellar object ever detected passing through our solar system, placing it in an extraordinarily rare category of cosmic visitors. To put this rarity in perspective, astronomers estimate that only one interstellar object larger than 100 meters crosses our solar system annually. Yet most remain completely undetected due to their incredible speed and darkness. Robert Jedica from the University of Hawaii has calculated that detecting these objects requires perfect timing and cutting-edge technology working in harmony. The significance of 3I Atlas cannot be overstated. It joins the legendary 1I Oumuamua discovered in 2017 and 2I Borisov found in 2019 as the only confirmed messengers from other star systems. What makes this discovery particularly groundbreaking is its massive size and unusual characteristics that are forcing scientists to reconsider their understanding of interstellar objects. Unlike typical asteroids or comets from our solar system, these visitors carry secrets from distant star systems, potentially harboring materials and information that could revolutionize our understanding of planetary formation, galactic evolution, and perhaps even the possibility of life beyond Earth. Each new interstellar detection brings us closer to understanding the true nature of our galaxy's wandering population. The Discovery Story. The incredible story of how we discovered this cosmic wanderer began in the final days of June 2025, when the Atlas telescope system at Rio Hurtado Observatory in Chile captured something extraordinary moving against the starfield. Larry Deneau, a key member of the Atlas survey team at the University of Hawaii, was conducting routine observations when the automated detection software flagged an unusual fast-moving object. The initial designation A11PL3Z was assigned to this mysterious visitor as astronomers worldwide scrambled to confirm its interstellar origin. John Tonry, the principal investigator of the Atlas project, immediately coordinated with observatories across the globe to track the object's trajectory and confirm its hyperbolic orbit. Within 48 hours of detection, follow-up observations revealed pre-discovery images dating back to June 14, 2025, indicating the object had been silently approaching our solar system for weeks. The challenge of detecting 3I Atlas stemmed from its path through the dense star fields near Sagittarius, where countless background stars made it nearly invisible against the crowded stellar backdrop. Once confirmed as an interstellar visitor, the Minor Planet Center officially designated it as 3Y Atlas, marking a historic moment in astronomy. This rapid confirmation process demonstrated the remarkable advancement in our ability to detect and track these rare cosmic messengers. A stranger in our midst. Alright, get ready to be amazed by the extraordinary characteristics that make 3I Atlas unlike any object we've ever studied in our solar system. This interstellar giant is racing through space at a mind-boggling 61 kilometers per second relative to our sun. A velocity so extreme it actually proves the object originated from beyond our solar system's gravitational influence. Marco Michelli from the European Space Agency has determined that 3Y Atlas measures approximately 11.2 kilometers in diameter, making it significantly larger than both previous interstellar visitors combined. To put this massive scale in perspective, this cosmic wanderer is roughly the size of a small city, totally dwarfing the mysterious Oumuamua, which measured only about 400 meters in length. Daryl Seligman from Michigan State University pointed out that the object's brightness and size make it an unprecedented target for detailed scientific study. Unlike typical solar system objects that follow predictable elliptical orbits around the sun, 3I Atlas follows a hyperbolic trajectory that will carry it back into the depths of interstellar space. The comet has developed a spectacular 25,000-kilometer-long tail as solar radiation heats its ancient ices, creating a magnificent display visible through powerful telescopes. This combination of extreme size, speed, and activity makes 3I Atlas a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for astronomical research. The predecessors. To understand the true significance of 3I Atlas, we really need to look back at the groundbreaking discoveries that paved the way for this moment. The very first interstellar visitor, 1I Oumuamua, was discovered on October 19, 2017 by Robert Warwick using the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope in Hawaii. This cigar-shaped object, measuring roughly 400 meters long, totally baffled scientists with its unusual tumbling motion and mysterious acceleration that couldn't be explained by gravitational forces alone. Avi Loeb from Harvard University famously proposed that Oumuamua might be artificial in origin, sparking some pretty intense debate in the scientific community. 2 years later, amateur astronomer Gennady Borisov discovered 2Y Borisov on August 30, 2019 from his observatory in Crimea. Unlike the enigmatic Oumuamua, Borisov behaved like a typical comet, developing a coma and tail as it approached the sun. Alan Fitzsimmons from Queen's University Belfast led extensive spectroscopic studies that revealed Borisov's composition was remarkably similar to comets in our own solar system. These discoveries established that interstellar objects come in different varieties, some mysterious and unusual like Oumuamua, others more familiar like Borisov. The cosmic journey. So let's follow the incredible path this ancient wanderer will take as it sweeps through our solar system over the coming months. Davide Farnocchia from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory has precisely calculated that 3Y Atlas will reach its closest approach to the Sun, called perihelion, on October 29, 2025, at exactly 11:41 Universal Time. At this critical moment, the comet will be positioned 1.36 astronomical units from the Sun, about 203 million kilometers away, perfectly situated between the orbits of Earth and Mars for optimal observation conditions. This cosmic dance includes several remarkable planetary encounters that provide unique scientific opportunities. On October 3, 2025, the comet will pass just 0.19 astronomical units from Mars, only 28 million kilometers away, potentially allowing Mars-based instruments to conduct unprecedented close-range observations. Following its solar encounter, 3Y Atlas will swing past Venus on November 3, 2025 at a distance of 0.65 astronomical units before beginning its journey back to interstellar space. Earth remains completely safe throughout this celestial ballet, with the closest approach occurring on December 19, 2025 at a comfortable distance of 1.8 astronomical units, or about 270 million kilometers. This trajectory provides astronomers with multiple observation windows and vantage points throughout the solar system, maximizing scientific opportunities. A scientific gold mine. The arrival of 3I/Atlas represents, honestly, an unprecedented scientific opportunity that has mobilized the global astronomical community like never before. Karen Meach from the University of Hawaii is leading an international consortium of researchers conducting comprehensive studies of the comet's composition, structure, and behavior. The James Webb Space Telescope, under observations coordinated by Stephanie Milam from NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, has been scheduled to conduct detailed infrared spectroscopy to identify complex organic molecules within the comet's nucleus. Alan Fitzsimmons from Queen's University Belfast has already detected unusual isotopic ratios in the comet's gas emissions using the Gemini Observatory, suggesting formation conditions vastly different from our local environment. Ground-based facilities including the Very Large Telescope in Chile and the Keck Observatory in Hawaii are providing continuous monitoring of brightness changes and spectral evolution. Bin Yang from the European Southern Observatory has identified traces of exotic water vapor with unusual deuterium concentrations, indicating the comet formed in an extremely cold environment around a different type of star. This coordinated global campaign represents the most comprehensive study of an interstellar object ever conducted, with data collection providing insights into star formation processes, planetary system evolution, and the distribution of life-building molecules throughout our galaxy for decades to come. Unanswered questions. Despite intensive observations, 3I Atlas continues to harbor profound mysteries that challenge our understanding of interstellar objects and their origins. Quanji Ye from the University of Maryland has been tracking unexpected brightness variations that just don't match typical cometary behavior, suggesting the object may have an unusual internal structure or composition. The comet's reddish coloration, observed by multiple telescopes worldwide, indicates the presence of organic compounds, but the exact nature of these materials, well, it remains unknown. Matthew Knight from the Naval Research Laboratory has noted that high-resolution Hubble Space Telescope images reveal intricate details in the coma structure that don't conform to standard comet models. One of the most perplexing aspects is the object's estimated age of 7 billion years, older than our entire solar system, which really raises questions about how such ancient materials have remained preserved during eons of cosmic radiation exposure. Tony Farnham from the University of Maryland has documented irregular outgassing patterns that suggest complex subsurface processes we honestly don't fully understand. The Discovery team, led by Daryl Seligman, acknowledges that many fundamental questions remain unanswered. What star system did it originate from? What caused its ejection into interstellar space? And perhaps most intriguingly, could there be more to this object than meets the eye? These mysteries ensure that 3I Atlas will remain a subject of intense scientific scrutiny. The alien question. Here's where the discussion takes a fascinating and honestly controversial turn that has divided the scientific community. Avi Loeb, the Frank B. Baird Jr. Professor of Science at Harvard University and former chair of the Astronomy Department, has gained international attention for suggesting that some interstellar objects might be artificial in origin. Following his controversial proposals about Oumuamua, Loeb has expressed interest in 3I Atlas, noting that its unusual characteristics warrant careful investigation of all possibilities, including artificial origins. Sarah Seeger from MIT has emphasized the importance of maintaining scientific rigor while remaining open to extraordinary possibilities, stating that we must examine every aspect of these rare visitors. The Galileo project, led by Loeb at Harvard, represents a systematic scientific approach to searching for evidence of extraterrestrial technology in our solar system. However, most mainstream astronomers, including Paul Chodas from NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies, maintain that natural explanations can account for the observed properties of interstellar objects. Robert Warwick, discoverer of Oumuamua, has consistently argued that these objects, while unusual, fall within the expected range of natural cosmic phenomena. The debate really highlights the importance of maintaining scientific skepticism while remaining open to paradigm-shifting discoveries. Dawn of a new era. The discovery of 3I Atlas signals the beginning of a revolutionary era in astronomy, where interstellar objects will become regular subjects of scientific study rather than once-in-a-lifetime discoveries. Mark Norris from the University of Central Lancashire predicts that advancing technology will soon make these detections routine, fundamentally changing how we study galactic dynamics and planetary system formation. The Vera Rubin Observatory, which began full operations in 2025, is expected to revolutionize interstellar object discovery with its ability to scan the entire visible sky every few nights using advanced LSST camera technology. Michelle Bannister from the University of Canterbury estimates that within the next decade, we'll have discovered dozens of these cosmic wanderers, providing statistical samples large enough to understand their origins and distribution throughout the galaxy. Robert Yadika from the University of Hawaii calculates that the improved Atlas survey system, now operating telescopes in Hawaii, Chile, and South Africa, will detect several interstellar objects annually. This technological revolution means that each new discovery will add pieces to the cosmic puzzle of how materials, and potentially life itself, are distributed throughout our galaxy. The age of interstellar archaeology has officially begun, promising to unlock secrets about distant worlds and the formation of our cosmic neighborhood that have remained hidden for billions of years. From its mysterious origins billions of years ago to its spectacular journey through our solar system, 3I Atlas has challenged everything we thought we knew about interstellar visitors. Whether it's a natural cosmic wanderer or something more extraordinary remains to be discovered. As this ancient traveler continues its path back to the stars, it leaves behind more questions than answers, and opens our minds to possibilities we're only beginning to imagine. Like, share, and subscribe to InnoVision Tech for more incredible discoveries from the cosmos. What if I told you that every single atom in your body was forged inside the nuclear furnace of a dying star billions of years ago? You're literally made of stardust. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, and the oxygen you're breathing right now all came from massive stellar explosions that scattered these elements across the universe. Here's the mind-blowing part. You have more in common with a distant galaxy than you do with the Earth beneath your feet. But did you know there's one element in your body that's even more mysterious than stardust itself? The mysterious detection. What if I told you that right now, as you're watching this video, there's something out there in the cold darkness of space that's completely rewriting the rules of physics? Voyager's instruments didn't just pick up another space rock drifting through the void. They detected something that made NASA's top scientists question everything they thought they knew about how objects move in space. This wasn't your typical asteroid following a predictable gravitational dance around distant stars. No, this thing was moving with what can only be described as intention, accelerating when it shouldn't, changing direction without any visible force acting upon it, and exhibiting behavior patterns that had the entire scientific community in an uproar. The initial data was so bizarre that Mission Control actually ran multiple system diagnostics, convinced that Voyager's 40-year-old instruments had finally malfunctioned. But every test came back clean, confirming that what they were seeing was real. This object was moving through the cosmic void like it had somewhere to be, following a path that defied our fundamental understanding of celestial mechanics. The movement patterns were so unusual and purposeful that they immediately ruled out every natural explanation in the book, leaving scientists with a terrifying question. If this isn't natural, then what exactly is controlling it? Voyager's incredible journey. 47 years ago, when disco was king and nobody had even heard of the internet, humanity launched what would become the most successful spy mission in history. Except this spy wasn't watching other countries, it was watching the entire universe. Voyager didn't just leave Earth's neighborhood, it became our first ambassador to the cosmos, traveling so far that sunlight takes over 22 hours to reach it, making it literally the most isolated human-made object in existence. This incredible machine has survived cosmic radiation that would fry your smartphone in seconds, temperatures that would freeze nitrogen solid, and the mind-bending emptiness of interstellar space where there's less than 1 atom per cubic centimeter. While you've been living your entire life, going to school, starting careers, maybe even raising families, Voyager has been silently cruising through the void at 38,000 miles per hour, sending back data that has completely revolutionized our understanding of planets, moons, and the very structure of our solar system. It's witnessed the volcanic eruptions on Jupiter's moon Io, discovered new moons around Saturn, and provided the first close-up images of Uranus and Neptune that still blow scientists' minds today. But here's the truly mind-boggling part. Voyager is now so far from home that it's actually swimming through the interstellar medium, the space between star systems where no human-made object has ever ventured before, making every single piece of data it sends back a first-time discovery about regions of space we never dreamed we'd explore. The object's strange behavior. Every law of physics that Isaac Newton wrote down 300 years ago just got thrown out the window by something moving through space like it's playing by completely different rules. This wasn't some predictable space rock following the boring mathematical dance that every other object in the universe performs. This thing was accelerating when it should have been slowing down, turning corners in the vacuum of space where there's literally nothing to push against, and exhibiting movement patterns that made seasoned astrophysicists question their entire careers. The data showed acceleration bursts that couldn't be explained by solar wind, gravitational slingshots, or any other natural force we know about, almost as if the object had its own internal engine firing at will. Even more disturbing, it was changing course with precision that suggested either some form of advanced propulsion system or, and this is what kept scientists awake at night, intelligent control guiding its path through the cosmic void. The movement wasn't random or chaotic like you'd expect from a tumbling asteroid. It was deliberate, calculated, and purposeful in ways that immediately ruled out every natural explanation in our textbooks. When Mission Control plotted its trajectory, they discovered it was following a path that seemed to have specific destinations in mind, accelerating towards certain regions of space while avoiding others, behavior that was so erratic yet intentional that it forced the scientific community to confront a terrifying possibility. What if this object wasn't just moving through space, but was actually being piloted by something with intelligence far beyond our understanding? Ruling out known phenomena. When NASA's brightest minds started crossing items off their cosmic checklist, they realized they were dealing with something that shouldn't exist according to everything we know about space. This wasn't a planet. Planets don't suddenly change direction mid-orbit like they're avoiding traffic. It wasn't an asteroid. Asteroids don't accelerate without being pushed by something, and they certainly don't emit their own energy signatures like this object was doing. Comets were ruled out immediately because there was no tail, no ice sublimation, and no predictable behavior as it moved away from or toward any star. The spectral analysis came back showing a composition that didn't match anything in our extensive databases of space rocks, metals, or ices that we've cataloged over decades of space exploration. Even more puzzling, traditional space debris follows predictable trajectories based on the gravitational influences of nearby celestial bodies, but this object seemed to be completely ignoring the gravitational pull of everything around it, moving as if it was generating its own propulsion system. The energy readings were perhaps the most disturbing part. Natural space objects are essentially dead rocks floating through the void, but this thing was actively producing electromagnetic signatures that pulsed and fluctuated in patterns that suggested either advanced technology or completely unknown natural processes that have somehow escaped our detection for centuries. Every conventional explanation that scientists threw at the data came back negative, leaving them with the uncomfortable realization that they were dealing with something that existed outside the boundaries of known physics and astronomy. The Oumuamua connection. 7 years ago, something visited our solar system that made scientists question everything they thought they knew about interstellar visitors. And now Voyager's discovery is bringing back those same terrifying questions with twice the intensity. Oumuamua, that mysterious cigar-shaped intruder that appeared in 2017, didn't just pass through our cosmic neighborhood. It accelerated away from the sun in ways that completely violated the laws of physics, exhibiting non-gravitational forces that had astronomers scrambling for explanations that never quite added up. The similarities between Oumuamua and this new Voyager detection are so striking that it's impossible to ignore the connection. Both objects moved with purposeful acceleration patterns that couldn't be explained by solar radiation pressure, outgassing, or any other natural phenomenon we understand. What's even more chilling is that both objects seem to follow their own rules, moving through space as if they were equipped with some form of advanced propulsion system that operates on principles we haven't discovered yet. The timing can't be coincidental. First, Oumuamua shows up acting like nothing we've ever seen, and now Voyager detects something exhibiting similar impossible behavior in the depths of interstellar space. Some scientists are beginning to wonder if we're dealing with a pattern here. Perhaps multiple objects from the same source, or even a coordinated exploration of our region of the galaxy by intelligences that have mastered interstellar travel. The fact that both objects appeared to be studying or surveying their surroundings while maintaining trajectories that seemed deliberately planned has left researchers with the uncomfortable possibility that we're not just witnessing random cosmic phenomena, but evidence of systematic exploration by something far more advanced than ourselves. Advanced instrument analysis. When a machine that's been traveling through space for nearly half a century suddenly starts screaming warnings about something it's never encountered before, you know you're dealing with something extraordinary. Voyager's sophisticated array of scientific instruments, the same ones that discovered active volcanoes on Jupiter's moons and revealed the true nature of Saturn's rings, all went haywire when this mysterious object passed through their detection range. The plasma wave detector, which measures the electrical activity in space, registered energy patterns that were so unusual they didn't match anything in NASA's massive databases spanning decades of space exploration. The magnetometer, designed to detect magnetic fields from planets and stars, picked up electromagnetic signatures that pulsed and fluctuated in rhythmic patterns that seemed almost like a heartbeat, suggesting either incredibly advanced technology or natural processes that we've somehow missed in all our years of studying the cosmos. Even more disturbing, the cosmic ray detector showed energy readings that defied explanation. This object wasn't just passively drifting through space like every other piece of cosmic debris, It was actively generating its own energy field that interacted with the surrounding interstellar medium in ways that challenged our fundamental understanding of physics. The data streams coming back to Earth were so anomalous that Mission Control initially thought multiple instruments had malfunctioned simultaneously, but repeated diagnostics confirmed that Voyager's systems were working perfectly. Meaning whatever this object was, it was producing energy signatures unlike anything humanity had ever detected in the vast emptiness of space. Scientific theories and debates. The moment this data hit the desks of the world's most brilliant astrophysicists, the scientific community erupted into chaos like nothing seen since Einstein first proposed relativity theory. Emergency conferences were called, peer review processes were fast-tracked, and researchers who had spent their entire careers studying conventional space phenomena suddenly found themselves grappling with evidence that challenged the very foundation of modern astronomy. The theories started flying faster than the object itself. Some scientists proposed it could be a fragment of exotic matter from a neutron star collision, while others suggested it might be a piece of advanced technology that had been drifting through interstellar space for millions of years before Voyager stumbled upon it. The debates became so intense that academic friendships were strained and research teams split into opposing camps, with one faction insisting there had to be a natural explanation we simply hadn't discovered yet, while another group courageously suggested we might be witnessing our first encounter with artificial intelligence from an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. Special committees were hastily formed to analyze every byte of data, bringing together experts in fields ranging from theoretical physics to xenobiology, all desperately trying to make sense of readings that seemed to violate everything we thought we knew about how objects behave in the vacuum of space. The scientific method itself was being tested as researchers struggled to apply earthbound logic to phenomena that might originate from intelligences operating under completely different technological principles than anything humanity has ever conceived. Implications for SETI and extraterrestrial life. The moment this discovery reached the offices of SETI researchers, phones started ringing at 3 in the morning and emergency meetings were called that would fundamentally change humanity's approach to searching for extraterrestrial intelligence. For over 6 decades, SETI has been listening to the cosmos with radio telescopes, hoping to catch a whisper of alien communication. But Voyager just handed them something infinitely more significant: potential physical evidence of non-human technology actively moving through our galactic neighborhood. This wasn't just another mysterious radio signal that could be explained away as a pulsar or cosmic background noise. This was a tangible object exhibiting behavior patterns that suggested artificial intelligence or advanced propulsion systems operating in the cold vacuum of interstellar space. The implications are staggering. If this object is indeed of extraterrestrial origin, it represents the first concrete proof that we're not alone in the universe, and that other civilizations have not only survived long enough to develop interstellar travel capabilities, but have actually deployed technology sophisticated enough to navigate the vast distances between star systems. SETI researchers are now scrambling to recalibrate their entire search strategy, shifting from passive listening to active detection of physical objects that might be exploring our region of the galaxy. The discovery has sparked intense debates about whether we should attempt to communicate with or intercept such objects, raising profound questions about humanity's readiness for contact with intelligences that have clearly mastered technologies we can barely comprehend, let alone replicate with our current scientific understanding. The cover-up controversy. What happens when a discovery is so earth-shattering that governments decide the public isn't ready to handle the truth? The unusual secrecy surrounding Voyager's mysterious detection has conspiracy theorists and legitimate researchers asking the same uncomfortable questions about what's really being hidden from us. Unlike typical space discoveries that are immediately shared with the global scientific community, this detection triggered an unprecedented level of classification, with crucial data being locked away in secure facilities and only sanitized versions being released to universities and research institutions. The timing of the information blackout is particularly suspicious. Within hours of the initial detection, multiple government agencies swooped in to take control of the data analysis, citing national security concerns that have never been fully explained to the public. Whistleblowers within NASA have quietly suggested that the object's behavior patterns and energy signatures were so advanced that releasing the full data could cause mass panic or provide hostile nations with insights into propulsion technologies that could revolutionize warfare. Even more disturbing are reports that similar detections have occurred multiple times over the past decade, but have been systematically suppressed to prevent public awareness of what might be ongoing surveillance or exploration of our solar system by non-human intelligences. The cover-up has become so extensive that researchers who attempt to publish papers about the detection find their funding mysteriously cut or their security clearances revoked, creating a chilling effect that has silenced many scientists who might otherwise speak out about what could be the most important discovery in human history. The ongoing investigation. Right now, as you're watching this video, teams of the world's most brilliant scientists are working around the clock in underground facilities, using supercomputers and artificial intelligence systems to decode what might be humanity's first glimpse of extraterrestrial technology in action. The investigation has expanded far beyond NASA's original team, now involving international collaborations between space agencies, military intelligence units, and private research corporations who are all desperately trying to understand what Voyager encountered in the depths of interstellar space. Advanced computer models are running millions of simulations, attempting to reverse engineer the object's movement patterns and energy signatures to determine not just what it is, but where it came from, and whether there might be more of them out there. Radio telescopes across the globe have been quietly redirected to scan the regions where the object was detected, while space-based observatories are being reprogrammed to search for similar anomalies that might have been overlooked in previous data. The most shocking development is the classified planning of future missions specifically designed to intercept and study these mysterious objects if they're detected again, with prototype spacecraft already being developed using experimental propulsion systems that could theoretically match the acceleration patterns Voyager recorded. Intelligence agencies are reportedly analyzing the object's trajectory to determine if it was conducting surveillance of our solar system, while xenobiologists are studying the energy patterns to see if they match any theoretical models of how advanced alien technology might operate, all while maintaining absolute secrecy about their findings. So there you have it, Voyager's incredible discovery that's challenging everything we thought we knew about what's moving through the cosmos. Whether this mysterious object represents our first encounter with extraterrestrial technology, or a completely new type of natural phenomenon, one thing is certain: we're living in the most exciting time in human history for space exploration. What do you think this object could be? Are we witnessing evidence of advanced alien intelligence? Or is there a natural explanation we haven't considered yet? Drop your theories in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your thoughts. If you enjoyed diving into this cosmic mystery, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest discoveries from InnoVision Tech. Until next time, keep looking up.